Playing dress-up is something children are taught to outgrow. Most do. Khosiology did not. And 11.2 million people on TikTok, and a further 3.7 million on Instagram from a channel with 44,700 followers, watched what happens when the one person in the room who never put down the dress-up clothes turns out to have understood something the rest of the room eventually needed to learn. Her handle is Khosiology_. She is 27 years old. She is a plus-size creator based in London, UK, operating across Instagram, TikTok at Khosiology, and YouTube at Khosiology. Her highlights document Albania, Zanzibar, Montenegro, and Morocco. Her pinned TikTok has 11.2 million views. Her Instagram has produced 3.7 million views from 44,700 followers. Welcome to CurveWalk Studio. If you found this through the Curve files on Spotify, welcome to the visual version. The full plus-size model biography playlist is in the description below. This video is a respectful biography and lifestyle documentary profile created for public interest and entertainment purposes. All content is grounded in publicly available and creative biographical sources. Not intended to misrepresent any individual. Who is Khosiology? She is a 27-year-old plus-size fashion creator, style personality, and multi-platform presence based in London, UK, operating across Instagram at Khosiology_, TikTok at Khosiology, and YouTube at Khosiology. Her Instagram carries 44,700 followers across 47 posts with 648 accounts following. Her TikTok carries 260,300 followers, 737 following, and 4.2 million accumulated likes. Her bio across every platform is the same 11 words, never revised, plus-size girly who loves playing dress-up. In those 11 words she has stated a philosophy, an aesthetic identity, and a complete rejection of the framework the fashion industry built around plus-size bodies and their relationship with clothing. Clothing as armor. Clothing as correction. Clothing is the thing that minimizes and conceals and manages. Those are the frameworks the industry constructed. Khosiology built the opposite. Clothing as play. As joy. As the specific pleasure of someone who never confused fashion with management and never intended to start. London is the right city for this biography, not because London is the fashion capital the industry traditionally names when it wants to signal seriousness. Because London is where decades of migration and cultural layering have produced a street fashion ecosystem functionally unintelligible to anyone trying to assign it a single aesthetic. The city dresses itself in everything simultaneously. She grew up inside that. It shows. How old is Khosiology? She is 27 years old, born the 31st of January. Aquarius, and 27, for a London-based plus-size creator with a TikTok pin video at 11.2 million views and an Instagram reel at 3.7 million, is not the beginning of something being assembled. It is the early evidence of something already understood. She is the generation that grew up watching the first plus-size creators build the cultural foundation she is now standing on. She did not have to construct the argument that a plus-size woman belongs fully in the fashion frame. She arrived after that argument had already been made enough times to shift what was culturally visible. She simply showed up, played dress-up, and did it with enough joy and enough precision that the platforms could not contain the response. 27. January 31st. Aquarius, which is to say, idealistic, independent, and constitutionally resistant to the consensus when the consensus is wrong about something she can already see clearly. The fashion industry's consensus about plus-size bodies and their relationship to the word playful was always wrong. She saw it, she dressed against it. The numbers confirmed her. What do the platform numbers reveal when you actually run the calculation? Her Instagram at Khosiology_ has 44,700 followers. Her top Instagram reel has 3.7 million views. The view-to-follow ratio on that single piece of content is 82.7 to 1. 82.7 views for every single follower on her Instagram account. From 47 posts. On a platform where the average creator at this following size expects peak content in the tens of thousands rather than the millions. For reference, Hailey Bunny's 459 to 1 TikTok ratio, the most extraordinary single content event in this archive, was produced on TikTok, where algorithmic distribution is structurally more aggressive and viral escape from the existing audience is architecturally easier. Khosiology produced 82.7 to 1 on Instagram, on a platform with a significantly higher threshold for organic reach beyond the existing following. On a channel where 47 posts is what the platform classifies as an early-stage archive. 82.7 to 1 does not happen on Instagram through standard mechanics. It happens when the content carries something the algorithm recognizes as worth distributing to people who did not come looking for it. The content left its audience and found strangers. The dress-up philosophy traveled further than the following could. Then there is TikTok, 260,300 followers. 11.2 million views on the pinned video. A further 879,200 and 13,400 on the documented uploads beneath it. 4.2 million accumulated likes across the full archive. The TikTok ratio on the pinned content alone is 43 to 1. The platform found her and kept sending people her way because what she was doing inside that platform's first 30 seconds was genuinely worth the send. 2 platforms. 2 ratios. 1 thesis running through both of them. What is the creative identity behind Khosiology _ and why does playing dress up function as a thesis rather than a tagline? Children play dress up to try on versions of themselves they have not yet become. The fashion industry co-opted that instinct and redirected it toward aspiration, toward the idea that clothing is the bridge between the body you have and the body the magazine decided was the destination. Khosiology reversed the direction entirely. She plays dress up not to become something else but to become more completely herself. Every outfit documented across Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube is evidence of someone for whom clothing is not negotiation. It is expression. It is the specific joy of someone who found the thing that makes her more herself and built a multi-platform career on sharing what that looks like. The lookbook of her personal style, spread across the fashion content on both platforms, carries a distinctive London aesthetic that refuses single category description. Bold color decisions, silhouettes that serve the body as it actually exists rather than as the industry imagined it should look when properly managed. The plus-size girly designation in the bio is not a demographic label. It is a creative allegiance. She is aligned with the girly, the playful, the deliberately feminine, and she pursues that allegiance across every fashion frame she publishes without requesting the industry's permission. Albania, Zanzibar, Montenegro, Morocco. The travel highlights are a record of someone whose sense of dress-up extends beyond the wardrobe into the wider world she moves through. Each location represents a different visual environment, a different cultural aesthetic, a different relationship between clothing and context. She absorbs them. The London street sensibility encounters Albanian texture, Zanzibar coastal color, Montenegrin architecture, Moroccan craft and pattern. The results surface in how she dresses without ever being labeled as influences. That is the signature of a traveler rather than a content producer who travels. 648 following on Instagram. 737 on TikTok. She's genuinely engaged with the community she belongs to. The plus-size UK creator network. The London fashion ecosystem. And then there is the word Jesus that closes her bio, placed there without explanation because it did not require one. It is the anchor beneath the platform. Quiet, direct, not asking for discussion because it was never put there to generate discussion. It was put there because it is true. Here is the question for the community watching this biography and listening to the Curve Files on Spotify. The fashion industry in 2026 still has a complicated relationship with the word playful when applied to plus-size bodies. The idea that plus-size fashion should be serious, minimizing, or at minimum not joyful persists in editorial conversations well past where the creator landscape has already moved. Khosiology's 11 words land as a direct challenge to that persistence. Do you believe the mainstream fashion industry has genuinely accepted playful plus-size fashion as equal to its more conventionally elevated counterparts, or is there still a hierarchy operating quietly beneath the surface of the conversation? Leave your real answer below. This community has watched how the industry treats plus-size joy for long enough to answer honestly. What does the Khosiology content deliver across Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube? On Instagram at Khosiology _ the Real catalog has produced 3.7 million, 286,000, and 135,000 views. The floor is already in the 6 figures from a 44,700 follower base. The ceiling is in the millions. That range reflects a creator whose everyday output is already performing above what the follower count alone would project and whose breakout events confirm that the projection is the wrong unit of measurement for what this platform is capable of. On TikTok at Khosiology, the pinned video at 11.2 million views functions as the chapter of the biography most people read first. The 4.2 million accumulated likes across the archive are the evidence that the audience did not stop at the pinned content. They went further. 260,300 followers is what the Going Further produced. The YouTube channel at Khosiology carries the longer form. The complete outfit documentation. The behind the dress-up content that 30 seconds cannot contain. A viewer who finds her at 11.2 million on TikTok and wants more has a destination. That three-platform architecture, TikTok for discovery, Instagram for the archive, YouTube for depth, is the framework of a 27-year-old who understands how audiences move through a creator's content ecosystem at a level many creators twice her age are still working toward. The Lookbook across seasonal uploads gives audiences the evidence that each fashion moment is a complete created decision rather than a single image in a feed. Autumn in London, summer colors that carry a Zanzibar trips palette without announcing the connection. The dress-up philosophy is not fashion content in the industry's conventional sense. It is something more personal and therefore more durable, because what comes from a genuine relationship with clothing travels further than what comes from a strategy about it. The UK audience arrives first and most densely. London's plus-size fashion creator ecosystem is one of the richest in the English-speaking world and recognizes the city in the aesthetic before it recognizes the brand. American audiences discover her through TikTok and arrive having already encountered the 11.2 million view event. The German-speaking market delivers the commercial quality engagement that makes this video's reach into that audience worth building toward with the same intent Shannon Lynn Williams and Hailey Bunny and every creator in this archive have been built for. Canadian audiences return for the fashion depth. All of them enter through dress up and find the person who made it a philosophy. How does Khosiology sit within the CurveWalk Studio archive? Every creator documented in this archive has built from a territory that belongs specifically to them. Gracie Bond built from Panama at 690 million views. Shilpa Sethi built the South Asian plus-size intersection at 15.4 million followers. Hailey Bunny produced 459-1 on TikTok from a super plus-size identity so original it required new language to document. Jakiria Butler built 103 million TikTok views from a Florida kitchen. Lynn Williams built the Zimbabwe Chattanooga platform on a 57-1 Instagram ratio. Lauren Butler built 4,061 posts and 3.5 million followers on a French philosophy of life love from America. Khosiology builds from London. At 27. With a T2.7-1 on Instagram from 47 posts. With 11.2 million on TikTok from a philosophy that fits in 11 words. With Albania, Zanzibar, Montenegro, and Morocco in the archive and no indication that the archive has finished expanding. That territory belongs to her alone. What is her commercial position in 2026? The three-platform structure across Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube is the commercial foundation. The YouTube channel provides the long-form content space that brand partnerships require when 30 seconds is not enough. The TikTok following at 260,300 represents a discovery engine whose pinned content has already demonstrated what mass distribution looks like from this platform. The Instagram archive, while at an early stage by post count, has already produced the 82.7-1 ratio that tells brands something the follower count alone withholds. UK plus-size fashion, travel, and lifestyle brands who find Khosiology_now, at 47 posts and 44,700 followers with an 82.7-1 ratio behind it, are finding a commercial partner whose trajectory the current numbers cannot yet describe accurately. What that ratio looks like at 100,000 Instagram followers, with the TikTok architecture already in place, is not a question the current data can answer in a way that sounds conservative. The second question for the community. The CurveWalk Studio archive has now documented plus-size creators from London, Tennessee, Florida, Panama, India, and West Africa, across fashion, cooking, lifestyle, travel, and viral comedy. Which creator in the full plus-size model biography playlist do you think represents the most underestimated potential in the archive right now? Not the biggest current number, The one where you can already see what is coming before the rest of the world does. Name them in the comments.